Our super basic motion tutorial. This time around we're going to be animating text. So let's go to our launch pad. Let's launch motion. Choose motion project and make sure broadcast HD 1080p is selected. Let's say open. Now again, let's go to our canvas and set it to fit. And here we have a blank project set up. Now, if I want to type, I can come down here to the text tool and I can type directly into the screen. To close this text, I just need to click out of it. So I'll click over to the group, and now I have my text here. If I hold Shift on the keyboard and grab a corner, I can scale it up without warping it. So if I don't hold Shift, this is what can happen, which I didn't want to do. So I'm just going to Command Z to undo. Alright, so whenever you're working with video, thin fonts don't really work that well. So I'm going to click on my text, and in my inspector, I'm going to go over to my fonts, and we can scroll down through here and see a bunch of font options. I like this one, so I'm going to choose it. Alright, so in our inspector on text, we can choose the appearance, and this is where we can change our color, as well as add an outline to it if we wanted to. So I'm going to add a white outline and increase the width. So there you go. Alright, so that's how we create some basic text. Now, I can use that same behavior we used during the signature bit for write on. Actually, I need to use a different one. So I go to behaviors and I go to text animation and type on. It's different because you're not writing. So we use type on, and this does the same thing. Types on the screen. Now again, because this behavior is the entire length of the project, it's going to type very slowly. So I can shrink this down so that it's only about 2 seconds. And I can even make it quicker if I wanted to. So there we go. Now we're just going to play a little bit with our text behaviors. So if you go into the behaviors cog right here, any of these that say text are behaviors designed for text. So look, let's go through these. Anything that says in is a way that it's going to build the word onto the screen. Anything that says out is how it's going to take the word off the screen. And anything that is continuous or says through is going to be a continuous animation. So let's go to continuous. And let's just choose celebrate, and we'll hit play and see what happens. So everything's jiggling around on the screen there, and here's that new celebrate layer. So I can uncheck that if I want it to stop, or if I only want it to last for a certain portion of our project, like after the text is written on, for a couple seconds, I can just shrink down right here so that it starts after the type on ends and ends shortly thereafter. So we can explore more of these. How about a glow effect? So remember the ones that, yeah, there should be some continuous glows here. Highlighters, that's it. So glow through. And we can increase that to be longer. So there you go. You have sort of a trippy little effect going on there. The colors are hideous when compared to the hideous other colors I chose. So if I want to change the color, this is where things get a little complicated, but I would click on the glow, and over in the inspector, glow through is here. You're going to have to add parameters. So right now, if you open these up, you'll see there's no color parameter. So what you're going to have to do is go to add, and then face and color. And here, that's actually going to animate the face of the text, which isn't what we want to do. So we're going to go to add, glow color, and here's where we'll get that nasty yellow. So if I want to choose something that's more related to the other nasty color that I have on here, I can change that. So you'll notice there's still some sort of other color going on. So this is just sort of a play around until you figure out where all those colors are coming from. So anything that says color, I would add onto the screen until you find that other yellow and get rid of it. So basically, that is a super simple text animation. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do in here using these basic text behaviors. Also, you can use basic motion behaviors. So if you want this thing to grow and shrink, for example, and tell it to scale to, let's make it smaller, we're going to see it's automatically going to scale down over time. So just play around with some text for a little bit and see what you can come up with.